This topic is called Combining Like Terms in a Quadratic Expression. And the question says, simplify the following expression. 2x squared minus 8 minus 16x squared plus 11 plus 5x. Okay, so when we're looking at this, we want to make sure that we remember that like terms are terms that have the same variable and exponent combination. Anything that has the same variable and the same exponent combination we can combine by either adding or subtracting based off of what it says in the problem. Okay, so for example, we look at this expression that we have here, and we know that 2x squared and a minus 16x squared, we can actually combine those because those have an x and they also have an exponent of 2. So the x squared terms would be our like terms. Okay, so if we were to look anywhere else in this problem, any other like terms that we might have would be the minus 8. So the minus 8 would be a like term, and then the plus 11 would also be a like term. Okay, so plus 5x is kind of on its own, so we're just going to put that into our final answer in the end. Okay, so looking at this, we want to make sure that we start with our x squareds or our highest exponent, and then we'll go down from there. So we look at our x squareds first, and we see that we have a 2x squared and a negative 16x squared, or a minus 16x squared. So we could take this and we could say that we have 2x squared minus 16x squared. So we're just writing it exactly like it looks in the problem. We're just arranging the terms around. So we have 2x squared minus 16x squared. So when we take a 2 minus a 16, we know that it's the same as saying 2 plus a negative 16. And so when we add those two together, we actually get a negative 14. Now here's the thing we need to remember as well. When we're adding the numbers or subtracting the number is going to change. But when we are combining our like terms, this is just like saying we have two x squared terms and we're taking away 16x squared terms. So that means in the end we're going to have negative 14x squared terms. So then we've used those two. We've used the 2x squared and we've used the negative 16x squared, or the minus 16x squared. So I like to go back and cross out the terms that I've already used, that way I don't lose track. So then we look at the x terms, and all we have is a plus 5x. So we have a plus 5x, and that's all we have for our x terms. And so then we look at our constant terms, our numbers, and we have a negative 8 or a minus 8 plus 11. And so when we take a negative 8 plus 11, we get a positive 3. So we know that our constant term in this final expression is going to be a positive 3. So when we actually put all of these together, we want to make sure that we put our terms in descending order, meaning we take the highest degree term, which in this case would be x squared, and then we go down from there. So we know that our final answer, we're going to have a negative 14x squared, a positive 5x, so we can say plus 5x, and then a positive 3, so we can say plus 3. And if we look, our x squared term is first, and then it goes down from x squared to x to the first, and then we always want to put our constant term last. I hope this helps, and good luck.